Setting out Lithania first up with Team 1. Oh my goodness, versus Viserys, who's just trying to play the game. Drink out of Viserys immediately, trying to actually play. He's going to try to knock up the rogue, but I don't know if it's going to happen. Big immunity is Lithania, just putting in the pressure on this evoker. Lithania, got to relax here, famous Viserys, trying to go for as much self-healing as possible. Looking to catch up on healing. Versus an outer rogue as evoker, that's a tough one, man. Gonna be an ambush out of the rogue. Living flame for Viserys. I think trying to go for self-heal. Does have a pretty big poison on him. Looking for a nullified shroud. It's gonna be immune to CC for just a second. Big damage on Viserys though. Trying to recover as the sleep is up on the rogue. Viserys still under a ton of pressure. Looking for a big mastery. Massive shadow versus rogue. Big fire breath. I don't know if they were able to land it. It's gonna be deep breath on top of it. Going for a bit of a heal. But I think the rogue, oh my goodness, that's just so much damage. That is rough. That's sepsis, man. That sepsis is huge. Kragman trying to go for a big Vogue invasion out of Lithania. Did not set that stun long at all after the evoker's deep breath. Does get DR'd on the stuns. Wall for Kragman with a Barskin, putting up all the defenses as Lithania got a couple of blades on him, trying to see if he can fight through the defenses with a Shadow Blades, and that's not Shadow Blades, but Shadow Dance. Ambushes piercing through the fellow's armor. Oh my goodness, the bites were big, but the ambushes were even bigger. With Zapathor is going to be up next, trying to root out the rogue, just to find a way to root out the root of all evil out of this arena. It's going to be the rogue opening up without a stun yet into a root. It's going to be Lithania break it out of it with a sprint, shrink it out of Zap, but it's going to be a sepsis either way, knocking the rogue way out in the open. Zap trying to be very careful with that sepsis poison as the ambushes and pistol shots are flying through. Going to be a stun onto the rogue. Lithania doing big damage over Zap, made to go for as much self-healing as possible, trying to see if he can recover. Double stun onto the rogue with a waterfall. Got himself a big ascendance, but it's going to be evasion out of the rogue potentially. Zab just needs to catch up to Lithania fast enough and maybe going for a big strike, trying to go for big storm strikes. Can he do it though? Trying to make the storm strike happen. Big Hex looking for maybe getting interrupted, but it's going to be Lithania taking him down. That's just a lot of raw damage out of this rogue. With Rav going to be up next, trying to go for a big barrage over the rogue. Just needs to slow him down a little bit. But he's trying to catch him. Can he do it though? Got plenty of damage at the ready with the altered time to follow him. Missiles, mad damage to the rogue. Does he go for the big barrage? The rogue trying to see if he can escape it. Touch of the magic is going to slam on him at some point. Should put him out of stealth, hopefully, maybe. As Lithania looking for a reset. Do they get a killer shot towards Rav? I think it's going to be a blink. No, it's going to be Trinket instead. Lithania trying to go for interrupt. Doesn't quite get it. It's going to be immune. Cloak shot is for the rogue. Trying to wait out that immunity from Rav. And the Rav, does he have enough damage to finish on the rogue? Maybe once you go for barrages, gouge the last second. Does the rogue escape it? I think Rav, if he has mobility, big barrage yet again. As long as he can get barrage in the rogue, he'll be okay. Missiles, barrage, still alive. How is it still alive? Ice block out of the mage as the rogue just keeps putting pressure. Missiles blind. Oh my goodness, this rogue just ain't going nowhere. Look at this guy. Rob just leaves. Rob just left. Rand is gonna be the last one left. Has to find a way to fight through the rogue and the rest of Team Wadham. That is a rough one, man. That is rough. The outer rogue just not letting these boys play at all. Plays more like a sub rogue rather than. It's like a consistent sub rogue rather than like an outer rogue, really. Gonna be dance. Big burst. That was quick. All right. I'm sorry, what? Ren, huh? First team of the day, we got ourselves DJ Fleck over on the Hunter at the ready with that survival. Got the spirit, got the full set to it. With Daniel, CEO, gonna be first up player down, but it's gonna be hit with a rake in the opener, setting up some bleeds on a Hunter. Immediate intimidation stun with the freezing trap on top of it as he sees the trick out of the Feral Druid. Wall up for Daniel, as it's gonna be some cool dance on a DJ Fleck, trying to stay aggressive. Is gonna go for survival defense. Massive harpoon reversal onto Daniel, though. Man, that is actually so much output right now for the survival Hunter. Daniel maybe behind the pillar, licking his wounds, got himself thorns, but still trying to go for a bit of recovery. Needs a swarm, needs the healing over time in order to help him get back up to his full 4 feet. Gotta be Daniel. I actually like that set a lot. It looks great. I would have thought you would have went for like a red kitty on top of it to kind of match that Mog. Traps getting set up all around the corner. Daniel looks like he isn't going to be peeling away out of this pillar. Is going to try to see if he can power shift out. Charge Trap going to stop him. Flex just trying to maybe give himself a little bit of a limited opportunity. Going to be trinking as soon as he gets stunned up by Daniel. Trying to remove these bleeds immediately. Daniel does get a little bit of health recovery overall though. Stun intimidation to follow. DJ got a full death track him onto Daniel. Big damage potentially. Got himself a spearhead charge. And trying to see if he can ramp up this massive Mongoose bites. But it's going to going to be a big main by the Feral Druid. Trying to see if he gets some back-to-back bites on the DJ. DJ with a fade death does remove all the bleeds, but Daniel still has himself big cooldown decoration at the ready. Going to be a charge trap, slowing down the Feral with a steel trap. Bleed to follow. It is going to add a little bit of pressure to the Feral Druid. Has the thorns for a moment. Moon firing onto the pet. Trying to catch up to GG with a big old bite, but GG Flex does get a reset. You know what? I call him DJ Flex all the time, by the way. It's actually DG Flex. But DJ Flex, I don't know, it just rolls off the tongue a little bit better. I guess I could call him Flex, right? Gonna be a quick maim onto Flex. Does he have enough damage? Big Blades coming up, gonna be immediately cleared before the Feral goes in for a massive ramp up. This is where the Flex trying to see if he can set up some bleeds of his own with every Mongoose bite. While Spearhead is active, attaching the extra bleed. Kill command's gonna be more effective. Freeze the trap as a Feral trying to see if he can potentially get out of that situation. Trinkets for it. Flex may just have him here. Scatter shot to follow. Flex kind of limping, not really doing all that heavy, all that healthy. Big bites of all the Death Fate Death for a second. He thought he had him, but oh my god, he still does get him either way though. With Linthania going to be up next, looking like a guard of the Gilnean army. Actually got himself more of like a cosplay rather than like a cool mog. Just trying to go for like a quintessential guard appearance, which I kind of like the look of it. Get a shot on Daniel with a sepsis. Big damage. Going to be ambushes for the Outlaw Rogue. Double ambushes follow. Wall for Daniel. May want to clear that sepsis whenever possible. That is going to ramp up some damage. Wall this damage off with a bar skin, but it's going to be the Feral at no hell. Does get himself a shortest stone onto Linthania, but the quick dispatch does dispatch with the Feral Druid. Shadow? I'll call it Shadow. He's gonna be up next. Trying to see if we can trap down Linthania in place for a second with a Sonic Totem. Getting shot by the Rogue. Going for a couple ambushes. Sees a trinket out of the Shaman. Could go for a blind. Does go for the blind. This is the perfect opportunity to blind the man and just go behind the pillar as the guy just ascends into a god. Played the normal ascendance, not the proc ascendance. So this is his most damage comes out right then and there. The most amount of output. Linthania took a little bit of hits. Was able to get himself a quick blind reset, but still not in a fantastic position. Shadow Risk trying to go for a couple of Storm Strikes. No more Trinket. So Linthania has himself a good go right here. Shadow Risk could potentially go for a lot of Maelstrom. Trying to go for a bit of healing. It's going to be Battle Master Trinket. Isn't enough. The Dwarven Rachel to remove the poison, but Linthania does end up having him. Couple of stabs, couple of slashes, couple of strikes, couple of pistol shots fired away, and was able to take him down with Chicago. Going to be up next. Going to be a Rogue closing in for the kidney shot. Chicago expected though. Could Trinket this. Do they need to? Knock back into the Rogue again. Just bumped against the wall, and it's going to be full set of pets available. Does Linthania survive? There's going to be a grapple hook over. Chicago getting kind of low on health, but Chicago just trying to see if he can maybe play out the long game here. Going to be a Blade Rush for the Rogue stun onto Linthania. Does Chicago get to lock him down? Does Wallace in case things go rough? That's going to be yet another Cloak of Shadows. Linthania trying to go for yet more ambushes. A big ambush kidney shot onto Chicago. Force it out, trick it out of him with an invasion to follow. Does Chicago have any answers? Root onto the Rogue. It's going to be a sepsis. Oh, Linthania does not let the enhanced shaman escape at all. Quick sepsis with a Blade Rush. Trying to make sure they can get him low enough and let the dots do work. With iFox going to be up next. Stone onto Linthania. Big grenades. Does have a Trinket for it. Vanish or out. Flare down. Is going to be getting Linthania out. Does have dots on him rolling either way. Needs to send the pet out of the Rogue immediately. If you can get the pet of the Rogue, you'll be just fine. Freeze the trap. I feel like the freeze the trap would have missed. I felt like it flew past you. But apparently got you either way. Gonna be Linthania with a Shadow Dance. Get a shot onto iFox. Death Chakram ripping right through them. iFox taking a bit of damage though. The Rogue goes in for a blind onto the Hunter. Try to see if he can reposition away from another side of the pillar. Does have a Hunter's Mark on him. Avoiding the pet. May catch a restealth. But I don't know if you have an out anymore. Unless you have an evasion right here. Unless you get an evasion this moment right now. Sepsis onto the main pet. Get a shot. You just trying to kill the pet? Is that what you're trying to do? Oh, and the kill shot comes through. Unless you got an evasion for that one, there's nothing you can do. Barskin for the Death Shock. Stun to follow. Does check it out. This one. iFox goes in for some big damage with coordinated assault. That's what Tree trying to see if he can counter pressure it with a wall of his own. Got Incarnation rolling. This way he wants to stay as aggressive as possible. Leaping right after iFox. Does iFox have anything stunned to follow? That's going to be a trick and maybe Turtle Shell. No! But the man goes down either way. That is unfortunate. That was so much damage output by the both of them. But unfortunately, the Hunter does go down with the Feral just putting in all of it on the table. Gonna be a starter to Tree with a couple executes, but Haster taken about easily versus Alf as the last one left over for the team one. But where's Night King, by the way? Did he bail? Oh, hopefully he wasn't DC'd or anything. Gonna be Haste with the Dark Ascension, massive eruptions as AMS. No longer available for Alpha anymore. That's gonna be mad damage. Haste, I don't know if he's got much left here. Dark, that's gonna be Spurs. But what can he do for you? I don't even know if he can do much. As Alpha is just absolutely ripping right through you. Oh no. That was some high dampening gameplay at the end there, man. Super high dampening game. Linthania taking these boys 3-0 as an out, or 3-1. Disconnecting my bat. Oh, you good, oh good, oh good, oh good. Yeah, that was a high dip in the game anyway, chill pills. I feel like that's why like maybe you guys should send out Death Knights first.